Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video about the Mercury signs, and today I want to talk to you about Mercury in Libra. So Mercury in Libra people are very accommodating in their conversations. They want to make sure that not only are they heard, but that your opinions and your ideas are heard as well. They're very much accommodating of other people's perspectives. They want to make sure that everyone is heard, everyone is listened to, and everyone gets a fair share and a fair chance of expressing themselves and letting their own needs and opinions be known to everyone. So it can be very easy to talk to them and just have an overall pretty pleasant experience talking to a Mercury in Libra because you feel that not only are they expressing themselves, but they also give you the chance to talk to, and they're going to listen to you as much as they speak themselves. So it's really nice because a lot of other Mercury signs, like the more fiery or aggressive, or just the signs that are much more expressive of themselves, they tend to just want to get their own words out there, and they might not be as good as they might not be as good listening as they are speaking, but Mercury and Libra always make sure that they're listening and really listening as much as they are speaking. They tend to have a very strong filter when it comes to expressing themselves. They don't want to come off in a negative way, so they can be very thoughtful and just careful about what it is that they're saying and exactly how they are saying it and how they come across. They want to be seen as nice to talk to. And so they're always going to be putting their best foot forward, and they're not going to be talking over other people. They're not going to be pushy with their ideas. They want to be known as that person that you can talk to about anything, that is unbiased in their views and is very fair in the way that they speak to people. So they're going to want to make sure that they are that person in your life, that they are that friend or just someone that you would prefer to talk to, and someone that you can be open with. Because Mercury and Libra, I also see them being very open and being very communicative and just having not really having their secrets unless it's something that would make them look bad to other people. Like I said, they just want to be seen in the best light as possible. Libra being ruled by Venus, so Venus really makes them good conversationalists and makes them very nice and pleasant to talk to, and just are really the ideal conversation partner because Venus really makes them charming. Venus just kind of refines their communication style and the way they express themselves. Like being ruled by Venus, Libra just wants to be perfect and be seen as in a positive light as much as possible. So because of this, they might go back and forth between what it is that they really truly feel. So they are open and they are expressive and talkative and communicative and everything, but depending on who they're speaking to, they can go back and forth with what they're saying. They can have some inconsistencies with what it is that they truly think or what their true opinions are about something or somebody, because they want to agree with the person that they're speaking to think that, yeah, I agree, I really like apples too, just as much as you do. And then with another person who they know doesn't like apples, will be like, yeah, I hate them, I hate apples. So it's like they can have that inconsistency in the way that they speak because they just care so much about how they're viewed, and they care a lot about how they say things and what they say with different types of people, just because um, other people's opinions really matter to Mercury and Libra. This sign is about relationships and it's about other people. It's not about themselves. It's not about their own ego or their own identity. It's just not, when they speak, it matters a lot what other people think about them, and other people's ideas and thoughts and things that they say really matter to a Mercury and Libra. They really appreciate having somebody to talk to about everything and anything. So Libra is an air sign, and as you might know, air signs are very just naturally communicative, very naturally sociable, naturally intellectual and outgoing, and they tend to be group types of people. So air signs really thrive on the group, and they thrive on relationships and being with other people. And Libra specifically really thrives on one-on-one partnerships. So imagine a person with Mercury in Libra, they will like to have someone that they can speak to, someone that they can share their ideas with and share their brain with, their opinions just about everything and anything. And it's not nice or pleasant for them to just be by themselves. Like, you probably won't find a Mercury in Libra talking to themselves very often, because one way or another they're gonna find somebody, because they're gonna find somebody to talk to about all these amazing ideas that they have in their head, because they just need a partner to talk to. They need somebody to bounce ideas off of and to listen, and for them to listen to as well. Mercury and Libra can also have a hard time in decision making. Libra is just known for their indecision and their kind of, back and forth weighing of every decision and in every situation that they're in. Like, they they're so focused on trying to make the right decision. Um, in this way, I really think Libra can be a perfectionist, a lot like Virgo, but a little bit differently, because their perfection is based on how other people see them, and how their actions and words will affect other people. So Libra can have a hard time making decisions in how they want to say things, or what words they should choose specifically, depending on who they're with. So they can this can really make them indecisive, and because decisions are made in the mind, and you really decision making is very cognitive, and it requires analysis and critical thinking. So a Libra can really be caught in their head, caught between those two different options, and they can just spend so much time ruminating and going back and forth between one option and the other, um, that it just prevents them from making a decision in the end. And so they might they might give that power of decision making to their partner or to somebody else, because they're just gonna continue to weigh the options back and forth, left and right, like just constantly over and over again. And it's just hard for them sometimes to actually reach a definitive conclusion. Mercury in Libra can also make someone very artistic and very refined in their tastes. They they like anything that is considered good taste, and they themselves, it's like when they're speaking, it's almost as if they themselves are like a work of art. It's like music to other people's ears, because Libra is ruled by Venus, and they have that quality to them of just being very refined and very artistic and very high taste, and just because they do put a lot of thought into how they are speaking and what words they choose with certain people, it's bound to have an effect on other people and on the person that they're speaking to, because they're going to recognize, oh, this person is kind of saying what I want to hear. And they can just be very artistically inclined and very creative in the way that they express themselves, because any way that they can express themselves will be highly refined and highly pleasant, and they're just going to try to beautify it as much as possible. They might try to change the way that they speak, change the way that they talk, so that it can be perceived as more beautiful or more attractive. And so that can go along with them just trying to be the best conversationalist that they can. Mercury and Libra can also make somebody just kind of say what they know the other person wants to hear, because they're all about the other person. They're all about the relationship, all about the connection, and not so much about what it is they truly think, but they just care a lot about the other person and care a lot about the other person's ideas and how the other person will receive them. So they can have a hard time just being honest. um, to be straightforward, they're not going to be straightforward. They might beat around the bush just a little bit just to avoid speaking the harsh truth or speaking out the harsh reality of things. So they're kind of want to like they're gonna want to like go around it in ways that will be easier for the other person to hear. Either that, or they're just gonna mask the truth entirely and try to um, express their opinion that isn't really what they truly think or isn't really honestly what they think. I think that Mercury and Libra people can be very good judges of character, of anything really. They because they do have a way of weighing options and just weighing every decision that they could make and weighing every opinion that they might have. They If they can get past the indecisiveness and the evasiveness of trying to confront the situation and make a decision, like if they can just get over that and if they can just finally reach a conclusion about something, they do make really great judges and they do tend to have a very balanced judgment of other people and of every situation, just because they are slow in making that decision and they are very deliberate in trying to be fair. They're so fair because they are going to listen to everybody. They're going to listen and be open and receptive to every perspective and every point of view, because that really matters to them. And just having everybody's thoughts heard, everybody's opinions heard, is really going to matter to them. And so because of that, they can really make good judges and make fair decisions, make fair conclusions in their heads about things and about situations and people. And so this really helps them, and this can really be to their advantage as an air sign Mercury. This can be to their advantage as long as they can just stop going so much back and forth between their opinions and their options. I feel that they can have a fear of just making the wrong decision and making the wrong judgment. And with Mercury in Libra, they just need to trust themselves more, and they need to just trust that they are going to make a decision. They are going to make the right decision, and they do have much more wisdom than they give themselves credit for, because they're scared to come up with something and to come up with a decision about people, because they can be insecure about how they're going to be perceived, and they can be insecure about being seen as having made a mistake. They just don't want to make a mistake about people, or make a mistake or a faulty decision about something. And so that fear can really hold them back from coming to a decision and coming to a conclusion about things. So that's just something that's going to be a hurdle that they really need to get past, because other people really do see them as fair and as having wisdom. And so I think that's about it for Mercury in Libra, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like the video if